for another Watercolor Wednesday. And I'm super stoked because I've got my Kilimanjaro sketchbook out, and we're gonna swatch some colors. And then, hey, welcome. And we've got Hansa Yellow Deep, Cobalt Blue, Alvaro Fresco Gray, Payne's Gray, Graphite Gray, Alvaro Casanet's Caliente Gray, Sojo Light, Black Turmeric, and Bloodstone. So I am going to be doing this commission painting, and here is a little glimpse of the painting, the picture. This plane's getting fueled, and it's over this big hillside. So I'm swatching out some colors to know what to work with. So if it's your first time here, welcome. My name's Gabriel Stockton, and this is Watercolor Wednesday, where we talk about things about watercolor. So this is a Kilimanjaro. The paper in here is 300 pound. Pretty nice stuff. And yeah, let's get swatching. If you're watching this on the replay, enjoy and still leave comments. So make sure to smash that like button if there's content you enjoy. And all 5 of you are here, so we will get started. And hello. I'm glad to have you here, Fisher. All right. First up is Bloodstone, and I'm just going to put the color like right on there. Bum, bum, bum. Just like so. This is Bloodstone. It's one of the Daniel Smith Permatex, which just like this is Tiger's Eye. This is a stone mineral that's been grounded up, put it into the tube, okay? So what's in here? There is Bloodstone. One second, I need to fix my settings so we don't get any phone calls. Someone is trying to call me right now. Alright, I apologize. I apologize for that delay. I was getting a phone call. All 8 of you being patient, I appreciate it. So what's in here? There's the mineral Bloodstone. There's gum arabic, which is the same thing that binds hard candy together like candy canes. And there's water. All right. Let's see what this color looks like. When you're swatching out colors, you want a mop brush. You want something that is going to add some good water. So we're starting to see this. Bum, bum, bum. I'll give us a little more room. How about that? And I'm gonna get a little more water, and let's see what that looks like. Very nice, very nice. So that is Bloodstone. The next one up is Black Turmeric. I might be saying it wrong. I have a tendency to not be able to pronounce things completely correct. So let's compare these two stones together. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? It almost looks like, oh, lunar black, but it's almost got a green tint to it. Look at that. That's nice. That's really nice. Right now, for the commission painting, I'm leaning hard on this one right now. And if you didn't see it yet, this is the commission I've got going on. And I'm picking out colors for it. we will be doing a beach scene. Bum, bum, bum. After I swatch these out, we're going to do something similar to this. Alright, because someone requested some water. Next one we have Suju Light. This is a cool color. So you may see how this kind of first out came with some of this goopy stuff. So that is okay. What that is, it's just the gum arabic, and the mineral that's in here, it separates a little bit, okay? So I don't typically use this color a lot, so now I'm just gonna add water to that and mix it in. All right, see that? And then let's go ahead and bring it on down. So it's got a kind of a purplish tone to it. So again, what you saw, I'll see if it's done doing that. And yeah, we're back to regular now. So sometimes these minerals in the gum arabic, the minerals are so heavy, it kind of separates a little bit from the gum arabic. It's not that your paint went bad, okay? That's not the case. We'll swatch out a little more of this too. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that lovely? But it's not the color I need for this commission. It's good to do this every so often with your colors, because there might be another painting I do down the road that I go, oh, I need that color. Next we got is Alvaro Caliente, hot. This is a warm gray. And let's get that. So there's several ways of, swatching. This isn't the only one way. There's other ways of doing this. And this is just the way I'm doing it today. And so this is one of our brand ambassadors, Daniel Smith's signature color. If you haven't heard about Alvaro, I'm really surprised. But yeah, I had the pleasure of learning from him last year on a 3-day workshop, and it was a good time. All right, next up is Graphite Gray. We're gonna put Graphite Gray over here. Bum, bum, bum. This does not actually have graphite in it, okay? This is a synthetic color that mimics the graphite that's in your pencil, okay? I'll say it one more time. This is not actual graphite. This is a synthetic color that really acts just like graphite. Bum, bum, bum. There we go. Look at that. That could be a possible candidate. I like sometimes doing it this way so I can see some different inconsistencies, especially since I'm using this really nice heavy textured paper. All right, next up is Payne's Gray. Are you starting to see a theme here? We're looking at grays. There's cool grays, warm grays, yellow grays, all kinds of different grays. Payne's Gray is not one I use much. You gotta get some brush time with Payne's Gray before you get buck wild with it. And look at that. There's Payne's Gray, and then there's blue Payne's Gray, and this is just regular Payne's Gray. But right next to this gray graphite, it looks super blue, doesn't it? My water is getting pretty wild. All right, we have one more other Alvaro. This is Fresco. Now, when you get a tube of the brand ambassadors have a signature, so there's other ambassadors of Daniel Smith that have their colors, and it tells you right on here on the tube what makes up this color, and it says ultramarine blue, which is PB29, ultramarine violet, which is PV15, and then we've got titanium white, PW6. Those three colors make this gray. All right, let's look at it. Wow, that's pretty cool, huh? So up against next to the blue, we can really see that influence of the violet. Pretty cool. So we've got some grays here. Now we've got two colors here. Cobalt blue, which is not ultramarine blue. Okay. For this one, I'm gonna turn it this way. All right. I'm gonna just get a little boop. And then same thing with Hansa Yellow Deep. I typically use Hansa Yellow Light. This is really more leaning hard on the orange end. It's a deep yellow. And I gotta dip it into my other water, which is cleaner. I have 2 bowls of water, and look at that. That is definitely, there's an orange, deep orange that I needed for this painting. And that is gonna work along with, so if you're on here, Aaron, you could say hello. This is your commission I'm working on. And oh, that's great. These two are perfect for this commission painting. And so this is a client that he passes through San Diego. He's been on the show here with us. He's an ex-pilot for the military and now flies for United. So look at this. Look how these two lovely colors look, and I'm gonna mix them together and get a nice gray. Look at that. Cool. So this is, I'm leaning in real, my first pick, and I guess I'm gonna, I see the pudding. The winner is gonna be the bloodstone. The bloodstone is the closest. Even the way it's granulating. See how it granulates? It even looks like distant mountains. And then what do we got here? We got the graphite gray. That could be really good, probably for my plane. The graphite gray or the black tourmaline. So it's in between here, these three. And this guy is kind of grabbing my attention. It's kind of smoky looking. So maybe sorta. So I'm going to, and this is what I like to do, is we go like this. And this is Alvaro's fire. And then this was the blood stone. This was the graphite gray. Nice. So, hopefully, or maybe, you don't have any of these colors, and guess what? You can grab some of these, hopefully. I hope this was helpful. Let's look at today's painting. Bum, bum, bum. So, if you're not following me on social media, you might want to check out my social media so you can see how Aaron's commission turns out. So let me grab my board. I just got this board. I like this board. It's got a metal edge. This is super light board. It's got just a real nice feel, and the metal on the side is so that you have a nice edge if you're using a T-square. I used to have these in high school and college, so I kind of stick with, something I know that works really well, And even though I get some really cool other inventions to try out and test out, you can't go wrong trying out some stuff. And let me just square up our camera here, because it's straight on camera, but the camera must be crooked. There we go. So I'm gonna move this to one side. Yeah, how about over there? You'll be able to see my mixes. We always want to stretch our paper. So in this case, we are using tape. You want to go all the way from edge to edge, friends. Because with watercolor, there's lots of buckling. Okay? So this is going to be a fun piece. So I didn't do a lot of planning, but one thing I know already, this is not going to be the rectangle I need. This painting is more of like a panoramic. So something more like that. Okay? So here's one thing you could do. If you're worried about getting this messy, you can take a paper towel like that. See that? And I didn't save a lot of paper towels, so I'm gonna tear this one. Sorry, it's gonna look a little cheesy. So I can cover up this paper like that. Okay. Why am I doing this? Because I'm pretty messy at times when painting. Sometimes I paint so intuitive that there's a wet zone going on. All right. Yes, you have to use tape. There we go. And just for a safety precaution, don't do this at home, boys and girls. Do your own research. Try it. If you don't know if this is gonna work, try it for yourself. So now I'll just tilt down the camera a little bit, but not too much that you don't see my toes. All 6 of you. I love it. People coming and going. It's great. So this is our scene. And what I want to talk about today is this. Color notes. Okay? Just like music. Okay? So look at this. This section here, we have a blue sky. Then there's some green stuff. Then there's bits and pieces of red and white. Then we get into here, we've got our beach scene. And then we've got a water scene. why is this water this color? It's because it's directly reflecting what's above. Okay? Alright, am I going to put all those people in? I probably definitely do not have enough time because we are 20 minutes in. But we're going to get as much done as possible. Let me see if I can get it on camera. Bum, bum, bum. Look at that. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Gabriel's just getting buck wild with all this tape today. If you're watching the replay, please let me know that you're watching. Hey, watching, because you know what? YouTube loves that stuff, and it puts out the video more. And it does help that if you watch the video, the whole thing. The only problem with this is a really bad photo is this is right down the center. You see that? So we need to make this more about the beach, okay? So we're actually gonna limit this, all right? So I'm actually gonna come about here where my 1/3, my little tic-tac-toe board, right? First thing we're always asking ourselves, is this horizontal painting or vertical? Is this a square? Is it a rectangle? In this case today, it is a lovely wide angle lens. All right, so when I have the rule of thirds, this right here, above here is above land, and here down here is land. This is more about the beach painting than the sky. The sky is really simple. Well, check it out. We've got a lot of all this stuff that goes like this. Do you see how right here it goes taller and then it goes smaller? So that's all I'm gonna do for this painting is make this fun triangle, and then there's little pieces here and there, and then there's some trees over this way, and then smaller stuff, another big tree, and like that. Next we have the beach that comes like this. Like that. I don't want to run it out of this corner. It's a big, big no-no. Okay, so this is gonna come like that. There is this jetty that's right there. So let's put it in. The jetty's right here. Comes like that, and then it comes down like a triangle. Like, you know, one of these triangles? Okay, it's just upside down, friends. It's like this, and then it goes up onto the beach. All right, then this is really bad. This is right in the center. Okay, so guess what? We're gonna put our little friend playing here. Okay, and we're gonna put a shadow. We're gonna do a reflection today in the water. Yay! Everybody say yay! There's a nice little ripple right here at the water. And see this girl? Bad, bad. She's walking out of the photo. She's leaving the painting. Guess what? Hey, gal, come on back in. And so I'm gonna put her coming back into the painting. Dun, dun, dun. And like so. That's all I'm gonna do for now. And then there's some people here, there's somebody there, somebody there, someone here, 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 here. You get the point. But we just painted all this lovely stuff. I can make it with color notes. Uh-oh, we can't see it. Color notes. What if I bring it here? Can we see it now? No. Alright, I'll just write it again. Color. Now can you see it? Yes. Notes. Okay, cool. So, the first color note I'm gonna do is the sky. And I'm gonna just use good old cobalt blue today. Typically I use lavender. Typically I use ultramarine blue. Today I'm gonna go with this lovely cobalt blue. Okay. I have to be super careful that this one water is so dark. I'm just bringing water down right here. Dun, dun, dun. Look at that. Very nice. The sky is, drum roll please. Dun, dun, dun. Done. Dunsky. Okay, actually right here. Whoop. Done. I'm not going to go back over it. I'm not going to come in here and start doing any clouds. This painting is not about the sky. It gets super, uber simple. What I can do, though, is put little notes. I'm going to grab a perla. Ba-ba-bum. Actually, let's use our new perla set, or our new Illustrator set. Were you here when I... Did you see the video a couple weeks where I pulled out all the cool stuff from Escoda? I am so happy to catch this live. I am happy you made it too, Paula. Check it out. So I'm gonna use these today. This is the Illustrator set. Comes with a Versatile, a Prado, Ultimo, Perla, another Perla, and where's the other one? So since this is such a small painting, I'm gonna get to use some other brushes I don't typically get to use. All right, notes of green is our next. So I want like kind of like a blue green. I guess I can bring my palette back, huh? Bum. Jeez, I gotta tape the palette today too. Too funny. I'm just taping it up. So this new drafting table I'm using, the lip is only so high. Alright, I've never done that before, but yeah. So here's some green. Can you see the green? So I can get a paper towel. Mr. Paper Towel, where are you? There he is. And I lightly take some of there out of there. Now, color notes of green. There's some color notes of green here. I'm painting not trees. I'm painting little green dots and dashes. Okay, there's some greens over here. And you can change them up a little bit here and there. There's some greens up high because, well, there's tall palm trees. Dun, dun, dun. And you could see the picture. So you could put your, you don't have to put them exactly where I'm putting them. So I'm saying you don't have to copy me. You could just look at compositionally what's working, and only way you'll know is if you do try it out. And if you do try it out, let me know. You could always instant message me over at Gabriel Stockton Fine Art Facebook land. And look at these blue greens. These are blue greens over here because they're distant These are warmer greens because they're closer to us. Dun, dun, dun. Look at that. Color notes of green. And there's a couple more warmer ones over here and here. Nice. Now we've got some color notes of this pinkish orange, and I'm gonna go with some good old what is this? This is transparent pyro orange with a little bit of pyro red. And I have my little mixture of paint over here. I'm gonna mix that in. So what I'm looking for is a pinkish orangey color. And it's gonna look like something like it hot. This is over by Coronado. If you saw the movie Some Like It Hot, then you may or may not. So I'm testing it. It needs to be a little pinker. I might get in here and get a little gouache in there. And let's test it again. Why not? Let's try it. I'm digging it. And I'm just looking at the shapes. Okay? These are the rooftops. But they also have things around them. So they're not too... Don't get too caught up in making a perfect geometric thing. Like, you're not an architect, you're a painter. Okay? So I'm doing a layer. I'm working my way down. There's a nice one right there. And this comes over here. There's less now over here. And more or less not so much. And then one way over here. Alright. So then there's a section of white. And then I move down. So then there's this little section right in here. These are other cabanas and whatnot. I'm not worried about painting windows right now. This just needs to look like stuff in the distance. I'm adding a little bit of this tasty gray, or not gray, lavenders. Now I'm coming down further. There's people under here, and they're kind of blending in. Dun, dun, dun. I need just a titch more water. It's drying up because I added gouaches. One lady's like, do you use gouache? And I was like, yeah, I do. Daniel Smith makes it now. Why not? There's some trees down in here in this little section. But there's some white there, so I'm going to leave it. And some other little trees back over here. It's okay if you have to go back and add some, but don't go, oh, forgot there too. Oh, forgot there too. No, don't do that. Just get in there and move on. All right. There's another little section that's kind of like a tannish color. So I'm adding goethite to my little mixture here. And there's this part right here where this is where all the people are standing. This is the sand. It's kind of shaded. Okay. Like that. Now, let's look at this beach color. I've got some buff titanium. It's a good beach color to start with. Needs more water. There we go. I could put a little bit of goldish, quinacridone or quin gold deep, whichever one you have. Put a little more of that peachy color back here. The beach is really warm in this picture. Now it's just water. I gotta move to a mop brush now. Dun, dun, dun. And it gets a little purpley. That's really purpley. Okay. Then we get to this blue. Oops, that got contaminated. Let's go here. Same blue, because that's what the sky is. Adding some water. I'm gonna add some red to my blue. Sorry you can't see, it's off camera. But what you want to see is me mixing on the palette. Not the palette, sorry, the paper. This is more purple here. Then there's a nice little white edge. Like this for the ripple. This is purpley right here. That edge of, look at that. And then here, but we still got our little friend there, so we can't get too buck wild. So knocking that down, but we want to be able to paint it in a way that it doesn't feel like a cutout. That's the worst, is when it's looking like a cutout. Look at that. Ooh. More blue there. There's going to be another part to the water, so hang in there. Alright, and then goethite into the water. Goethite is coming down into the water. There we go. Now this gets to congeal and do its beautiful watercolor magic that we all so love dearly. And I've got another book I want to share. I know I brought it in the house. Bum, bum, bum. Where are you, Mr. Book? Well, see this little area? I purposely did not paint that so that I could come back to it and let this other area. So this is nice and warm. Sand over here. Coming this way. See that? And you can bring it right across. There it is. Now there's some grays over there. So I got this good old gray here. And there's these grays. This is just stuff that's, there's little buildings and whatnot over there, but we really don't want the viewer looking over there. We want them to want to be on the beach over here with our little friend. Nice. All right, and then we got this lovely. I'm gonna check the comments here a second. This has got to get painted nice and dark. This lovely dark thing is gonna make our sand nice and light, okay? Plus that sand is gonna dry even lighter. Nice thick paint right here because that's still wet. Look at that. Ain't that nice? And then I could put a little more brown in that. A little more water, so there we go. Nice. And there's a little bit of clean gold right in here. Yeah. And right above the top there, a little clean gold, but dark. Nice. We're gonna bring it right there. This is the part of watercolor where it feels like you should just give up. It's not looking pretty, and you're like, why did I even bother starting this painting if you're gonna look so ugly for me? Okay, so you just like with life, you just break right through, okay? You just keep painting. We've got the second part of this water. I'm building up these little ripples right in here. And there's some little ripples right in here. More chroma. There it is. Okay. Not quite to our little friend yet, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Some of that pinkish, orangish stuff in our little water right here. Now, this isn't the only way, okay? There's many other ways to paint this. This is just one way. We're just looking at color notes today because I'm seeing some people are like struggling with like picking some colors. Now, there's little bits and pieces of blue in this painting that I think really would help build some distance, okay, and build a little more character. And actually, I'm gonna use my new brush, this little guy. So this is the number 6 Perla, if you're wondering size. All right, there's some blues right here. There's some blues right in here. You don't have to get these. Yes, they're triangles, but don't get hung up on making a perfect little triangle, because if you do, you're gonna get frustrated. Just make some little notes, some little bits and parts, and later you can do all the tidy up details that you always try to do at the very beginning. How I know, because I used to do it myself as a beginning watercolorist. Here we go. Look at these. Now, I can go back with some gouaches. There's some little there's some little whites right back in here that are not super bright. And they are little triangles. And there are a couple of windows I'm seeing that need to go in there. Not tons, but they're right here where the white part is. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And then 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2 at a place to be. Alright, let's see what's in the comments. Who's all here? All 10 of you? Wow. I'm so happy to be catching. Awesome. Late, but finally watching. Hi, Debbie. I'll see you this Saturday. And Paula, hello. I got Bloodstone not long ago. So nice. Paula, so fun to see swatching. Daniel Smith paints. Cool. And yeah, Paula's from Missouri. Thank you so much for being here. And yeah, who else is here? Some of you people that are just watching and not saying hello. Alright, because I know Paula's not the only one. Some secret admirer, I guess. There's some more little dark blues right in here. Oh, there was the book. Where's the book? Where's the book? I got another book. Where are you, Mr. Book? You know what? We'll show Mr. Book next week. There was another one that arrived that I got from Comic-Con. Yeah. And the only thing though, I'd be teasing you a little bit because you can't get it here in the States. Yeah, I know. You can't show me that. I can't buy it. Let's go with that. It needs to go right here. This is the wet beach. Right there. How fun. Once you pull back the tape on this, oh my gosh, it'll actually look decent. Alright. There's some people over here. They're at the water. Over there. And I'm not really too worried about getting 50 million people in this picture. Which it looks like it was that day, huh? Here's a guy here, muscle guy. And then he's got a friend. And, oh, Our Lady. Here, she's come back into the... She's like, oh, I was gonna leave, but... since you're gonna paint me, I'll stay. And here she is. And I'm not giving her too much attention because I don't want to lead your eye out of the picture, but we will put her in there. And she is not standing still, so I'm not painting the photo that and she is walking towards our little friend. And that's good for now. I could always go back and put some other layers. This is just like a good start. Alright, let's look at our little friend here. She's got her boogie board. She's learning how to boogie board, so let's get her in the water. She got blue on, and she's in the blue water, so that's tricky, huh? She's wearing blue. And what we're gonna have to do is just look at, there's a shadow under the arm. Okay, and then there's a shadow like on her little belly. There's a shadow coming around. Then there's a shadow underneath her hat. Okay. And then I can make a nice light white with just a little bit of gouache. I'm not making lavender because that was cobalt blue. Everybody thinks you make cobalt blue with blue and white, but that's actually not lavender. Lavender has 3 colors, 2 colors, and a white. All right, now I can, since we painted the beach first, I can add some little whites right here. And this is where I'm just so silly. I don't even plan this show. I show up and I paint for you. It's so crazy. I probably should plan more, but I got too much going on. Since this is a light sand, I actually gotta make her hat darker. And so we'll make her hat match. We'll make her hat match her little outfit. Here we go. And then she's got her boogie board. The boogie board's here. Don't get too hung up on making the perfect boogie board. Just get something general, okay? You don't have to make it exactly. I mean, if it's a commission, yes. This is, you know, someone you know and they've asked you to, hey, can you paint my granddaughter on the beach? Yeah, you gotta do that person then. Well, I got that yellow already mixed. I'm gonna put it right down here on the water. Bum, 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 like that. Okay. Well, I got that blue already mixed and on my palette. I'm gonna put that blue right here for that reflection. There we go. There's a little piece of blue there. And then we gotta get some lavender. And I'm gonna come right in here. Dun, 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 like this. There we go. It's always a little scary though when you're painting these things. You don't know if it's going well. You just gotta keep on. You gotta keep painting the thing, and God willing, it turns out for you. So we're adding some gouaches in here today because we're painting on top of what we had painted for the water. So there's a skin tone now for those cute, just these legs right here. There's a leg there, and then there's legs in the reflection. And then we see some little face action down in here. Now the foot is actually dark. It's not fleshy tone color at all. And that's where you gotta make that call. And it's actually back here, some shadowing under that thigh. There we go. And then in here, see that? It's ever so slowly building up. Okay. Under the hat, there's some shadow. Look at that. And then back down here is some of that blue. And then we've got some darks, more darks right here. There's this darker. Look at that. Isn't that fun? And then there's this little darks right in here. I wonder if it's looking different on camera. Blending, some blending action going on. This gets to go darker and rounder right in there. Dun, dun, dun. Here it is. There's the foot. I got the foot in, all right. Nice and dark, because it's in the shadow. The back foot. Just ever so building this sucker up, huh? Dun, dun, dun. Ooh, that's too green. Oh, I just spoiled that whole batch. That's all right. There it is. There's the blue I wanted. Nice. Right in here. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. Darker. Darker. This doesn't look like a kid anymore. It looks like an adult now. Things like this, if it was a commission for me, I would do several little drawings of this person before actually painting it. And I'm gonna take some of that yellow I mixed up and build it. Actually, you know what? Where are you, buddy? Look at this. Talking about color notes today. I can just build the rest with some nice opaque goodness. Let's look at it, because I was thinking, do I mix the color or just grab an opaque gouache? So here we go. This is gonna get nice and bright now because it's opaque. All right. So look at that. That's gonna just pop and make this the star of the show. See that? Nice. We're learning this together. What do you think of this method of doing color notes? Let me know in the chat. This is gouache now. Have you been playing with any Daniel Smith gouaches? Look at that. That's pretty cool. And then this blue here. So I'm using that. This is here. Nice. And it's gonna pop now because we got this building up. And we got this right here and here. Here. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, that's just fun. That's just fun. There we go. If you're not having fun, then you probably haven't found the right medium for you, and that's just being serious. Like, I remember like in college, not really enjoying doing Conti crayon. Just got all over my clothes, and I mean, you might like Conti crayon, that's cool, but it just wasn't my cup of tea at that particular time. I wanted to paint, and cool. Let's add some highlights. Now, this is probably more work than I would do for a color note study. But I'm just enjoying building up this person. I guess I went on a, what do you call that? I went on a tangent. Is it a tangent, or is it, look at that hat. Build that hat. A nice little dark on the one side there. And more dark underneath the hat. Yep. And then right here, the hand. Let's go darker even more. Yeah, it's popping. And I'm enjoying this new brush. It's got a different feel to it. Because the bristles are a little shorter. Let's put some of these little highlights in here. There's the easel things here. Boom, boom, boom. This is fun. The gouache action. I can even put maybe just a little trim of white on the top of that scene. Some textured stuff right there. And actually, look, there's a person right here playing in the water. There's a shirt. There's a head. And then there's some legs. How are we doing on time? Oh, we're 3 minutes over. Oh, I was having so much fun. All right, well, here's some legs. I was gonna do another reflection, but I don't want to keep people all. But you get it, right? The color notes are gonna give you an opportunity to like figure out the painting. It doesn't have too much commitment on your end. Okay. It's going to get you closer to understanding how to paint this thing. Okay, this scene. And let's spread that out. There we go. And I wanted this person here because it kind of encloses this person here. Nice. Let's get back over to this person real quick, and then we'll call it a night. And so much fun. Like, this is why I love watercolor. I was just telling my students last night at the school, you know, if you enjoy problem solving, this is the medium for you. If you enjoy getting some new tools and trying out some new different like methods, this is your jam. Maybe they're carrying something. And then knock down that red just a little bit. It's a little bright. And maybe it's got some chrome on it. And this is a towel on the shoulders. And something's got to happen with this leg. Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? Dun, dun, dun. There we go. Nice. There's got to be a shadow. There's always a shadow. Dun, dun, dun. Hey. Ah, what was that? I picked up green somewhere. Too funny. That's gonna look interesting. We'll just get rid of it and start over. All right, let's pull back the tape and see how we're looking. Obviously, there could be some more people and stuff going on in our scene. But man, we really flew today as far as time goes. I'll put one little thing of sand here and then a couple little dots and stuff for rocks or maybe seaweed. Dun, dun, dun. All right, let's pull back the tape. So I like to do several of these just for fun, figuring out color notes, figuring out what colors do I need to do this painting justice. And I'm liking how it's coming together. I might try next time doing like some turquoise. And yeah, there we are. And it's got some weird ripples going on in there. But I hope you enjoyed this. And yeah, thank you so much. And for everyone that's catching this on the replay, enjoy your day. For everyone that has their private lesson this Saturday, you know who you are. There's 3 of you. And then next month, we are going to do another Zoom. And so if you haven't signed up to get the newsletter to know when the next Zoom party is, we talked about doing a Zoom on doing some abandoned houses. So it sounds like we're going to do a theme on texture. If you have any subject matters you would like to do, put it in the chat or put it down there in the section where you write stuff. Well, I appreciate you being here, and I will see you next week. Keep those brushes wet and try this painting by notes thing, okay? Take care, and I'll see you again. Thank you for the 10 thumbs up, you guys. All right. See you. Bye.